Hello and welcome back, and in this episode of Duelist of the Roses, we will be first saving, because I'm a terrible person, and editing our deck so that we can take down Labyrinth Ruler. Labyrinth Ruler is protected very, very heavily by Labyrinth Wall, so what we're going to be doing is putting, I believe, Cannon Soldier and another Labyrinth Tank into our deck. Again, a majority of the grinding that I did is actually up on my channel, but yeah.
There's a lot of cards that you had to acquire first.
Yeah.
How about the Blue Eyes White Dragon? Do we see the Blue Eyes White Dragon during this playthrough?
I forget if we take down one of Kaibas' Blue Eyes. I think we might take down one of Kaibas' Blue Eyes, but I don't actually use it myself. Very specifically because dragons are honestly not that good a type in this game. Neither are dinos, but there are dinos have the benefit of being powered up by Wasteland and also being really easy to farm early on. Alright. This map is honestly not as difficult as it looks, because the only thing that you really have to deal with are the crush card areas. And if you can successfully deal with the crush card areas, then you will be fine.
Yeah, either getting around them or baiting them out with weaker creatures. I think when I played this once upon a time, I used up just a useless creature in order to eat up the crush card zone.
That's not how the crush card zones work, Cloud.
Oh, so they stay. Oh, now I remember. So because crush card virus. So if any creature enters a zone that has more than 1500 attack, they just die automatically.
Yep.
Damn it. Must take out Monster Tamer Man.
So what's new in the world of Cloud?
Well, I was just going over with you a gripe yet another gripe that I have with the Fountainhead. It's not that I don't like the book, but I feel like I have more authority to criticize Ayn Rand's writing because this is the third Ayn Rand book that I've read. It's just, when you parody something, there's a limit to how far you can go before the parody starts to affect your, well, rather that the likeness of your parody starts to interfere with the point of your work. The point is to make fun of it, not to emulate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Ayn Rand's characters spend so much time in the world of the unreal. Well, you need a writer who's using words in order to describe this unreal world. So it kind of leads you to believe, like, is this a true exhibition of talent, or is her descriptions of, like, the realness, the real objectivism shit is just, like, her exception to the rule?
Oh man, he got out of a Labyrinth Tank, or maybe a Cannon Soldier. And then he put a Labyrinth Wall right there.
Oh, so he's building walls. Go kick him in the balls. Oh, you're moving in on this guy.
Yes. We have used a raised body heat on our private call. And with the Labyrinth Wall that he placed blocking me off, I have to figure out the other way around. Because that's supposed to have deleted another one of the Labyrinth squares, but it doesn't look like it did when he played it.
Is there an object limit on the zones, the types of zones?
On the types of zones, no.
So yeah, that Labyrinth Wall probably just altered that one tile then.
Yeah, but when I played Magical Labyrinth against Rex, it moved a labyrinth space as opposed to just generating one. So
interesting. You know. In any case, he's pretty well protected. He's got the Labyrinth Wall that's basically blocking any non-Labyrinth travelers, and he's got the Crush Guard zone on the other side.
Yes, but his Dungeon Worm attacked my private call, allowing me to deal 1,100 points of damage to it.
Nice. Oh yeah,
and that's the main reason why you want to have your monsters face down for as long as possible, so that you can end up jumping on his mistakes.
Right. The AI has to have some kind of priority. I'm sure that a simple comparison of numbers would ease the move-making process for the AI. As in, don't move a lower level creature into a fight with a creature that you know has more attack power.
Right. And usually they don't. I mean, sometimes they do. Like, later on in the playthrough, there's going to be a character that attacks my face-up roaring sea snake, and yeah, that was just stupid of them to do.
Shouldn't have done that, because now that they did, they lose a little life points.
Yep, and they lose a monster on the board.
There, that's the card that I intended to put down. Not the fusion that I had to basically discard.
Yeah, just accelerating my draws. What I'm attempting to accomplish here, very specifically, is to delete the one card that he has blocking that one square, so I can move I deleted a different card instead. But with that, I can move my Great Mammoth of Goldfine here, and then play my awesome Labyrinth tank.
Oh hell yes, we're gonna plow right in. Got nowhere to hide.
I didn't actually move that turn, and I don't know why.
You're surrounded. Give up. When I get over there and get my hands on you, you are going down.
All right, now do I have any more? Buffs? I'm not even gonna bother looking. Here, I'll just smack you for 2,400.
Fuck it, just smack him in the face. He's open.
Well, he was open. Now he is no longer open.
Mate in two. Mate in two.
Let's see. Oh, he didn't actually smack me, so.
Yeah, he was out of movements. Because you can't move and attack during the same move, so tough noogies.
Oh, I've got the maximum number of monsters on the field, so now I can't actually play anything.
Okay, so can you... But you can overwrite creatures on the... oh, right, you have to move your deck leader onto the zone to eliminate cards you don't want.
Yep. Well, actually, I could overwrite my Practical with Barrel Dragon, but I chose not to do that.
As I recall, having a creature with 1,400 attack is rather effective as long as you can use that 1,400 to mate in 3 the deck leader, if there are lots of crush card zones on the field.
Kind of. To be perfectly honest, the better strategy is to just get a few of the immortal monsters.
The immortal monsters.
Yes, the immortal monsters that actually get bonuses against crush card. Labyrinth Ruler, there's not really anything that we want from here. Honestly, Song of the Thunder, Goblin Secret Remedy, and yeah, and that's honestly about it. And instead we get Monster Tamer, Needleworm, and Needleworm.
Needleworm.
So just one Needleworm. Oh,
Needleworm, get.
Yes.
Shine.
Now, unfortunately, Needleworm does not actually have the effect that it would have in the normal card game, which would actually be almost hilariously broken in this game.
We got their way to Rose card.
Yes, and so we have spawned Pegasus' castle. Oh, Lancashire. Alright, Pegasus has got like a 1,200 deck cost, so I'm trying to take out a couple of the things that I don't need in my deck in order to make my deck slightly better.
Yeah, let's upgrade on the. Let's get.
One of the things that I got while I was grinding was.
Where's it?
Really, I didn't put in my wastelands yet. I should have done that. Damn. But one of the things that I got while grinding was Toon Summon Skull, and I'm trying to put in my one copy of it in order to make this deck slightly better against Pegasus, because you should have noticed that there's a bunch of Toon spaces going around. Also, I want to put in shadow spells because they're great traps.
Well, we haven't seen the game board yet, but it's Pegasus. Of course, there's going to be a lot of Toon support because he's the Toon man. He's the king of Toons.
Oh well, I couldn't find any space to put in my other shadow spell. Probably taking out Trachodon would have been fine, but Now, the Toon field tile is rather interesting because it decreases the attack of all monsters that are not Toons, but it increases the attack and defense of all creatures that are Toons. So it's effectively a 1,000 point buff for all of his Toon critters. And he has several of them. He's got Toon Summon Skull, Toon Blue Eyes, Toon and Mangaryu Ran, and I think Toon Mermaid.
Jesus. Up there. Of course, he is immersed in the Toon world, not you.
Yep. Which is honestly a good thing.
Welcome to my Toon Kingdom.
Honestly, I probably should. Yeah. I'm gonna start off with Shadow Spell to see if I can, start hurting his monsters, as opposed to fighting him down. An interesting thing to note. Yeah, Pegasus plays a burn deck, or can play a burn deck. I lose this game.
Really? What? Hey, Tremendous Fire also deals damage to the player who casts it. That's stupid.
No, the game is this game is not complicated enough to actually have the interaction work. So instead, Tremendous Fire just deals 1,000 damage to your opponent.
All right. Well, every time he does that, he can't put a creature on the board with which he can defend himself. So he can't burn you forever.
This is true, except he can burn you forever. He actually has access to one of the most powerful cards in the game, Mimicat, which allows him to recycle any one card from his graveyard. It's like Monster Reborn, but with spells.
Not you, not you, not you, not even you.
I don't really even want to play practical here. I'm just doing it to force draws.
Yeah, you're thinning your deck out. If only the actual card game let you just like, oh, you don't like the cards in your hand? Well, just put them in the graveyard, and on your next turn you fill a full hand again.
Unfortunately, he used Mesmeric Control in order to bait out my Shadow Spell, and then his Mesmeric Control spellbound my Paralyzing Potion.
Oh no! Now what of us?
Well, now we're probably going to attempt to play Brachio Radius. Yep, there we go. Brachio Radius is the monster that is the boss monster of my deck strategy.
Alright, what do you got, Toon Man?
He has spellbound his stuffed animal by absorbing my Paralyzing Potion.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Ah, frozen teddy bears. Should know better in the land of make-believe.
I attempted to respond to a text that I just got.
Do you main Labyrinth Tank just for the reason that you can get through the Labyrinth walls?
Yes, I main at least one Labyrinth Tank in my deck because of that. Plus, it's a machine monster, a very high-powered machine monster, so what I can do with it is I can cast Wasteland in order to get rid of a bunch of the Toon Zones that Pegasus has got, and from there I can, start doing massive amounts of advanced movement and damage tactics. But yeah, that's his second Tremendous Fire. He'll kill me with Tremendous Fire. He will. He'll do it this game. I remember that I keep in this loss very specifically to show off that no, despite the fact that I did a fuck ton of grinding, I'm still not actually ready to take down Pegasus usually.
Yeah. If only you could just march right in there, but it looks like he's laying a lot of powerful traps around his deck master.
Most of those are actually monsters. I mean, the very least, the one in the top right corner is a monster. I'm trying to figure out if I want to have Mega Zowler go, but apparently no. I want to see if I can bring out both my Brachio Radius up there. If I can get a Wasteland, into there, I'm still actually in a decent position with where my Labyrinth Tank is. I just have to delete the monster or trap that he's already powered up twice, so it's a monster.
Is that why you haven't been advancing the Labyrinth Tank? Because he's been sitting for a couple turns.
That and it's a Toon space, so if I advance him, he's gonna drop down to 19, and with any of the power-ups that Pegasus has got, that's almost guaranteed to kill me.
Interesting. Alright, well here's the answer to the Toon nonsense. It's the Toon Summon Skull.
No. You see, if you just noticed, Pegasus did just play Mimicat. So
yep, he got one Tremendous Fire back.
Yep, he got a Tremendous Fire back.
Alright, there's number 3. He has not dealt any damage. He has not dealt any creature damage to you.
Alright, and what I'm doing here, I believe, is I'm trying to play... oh yeah, Roaring Ocean Snake. I'm playing Roaring Ocean Snake as another small wasteland to you know, get rid of some of the attune zones so I can actually start advancing on him. Unfortunately, he uses Change of Heart.
Oh, he
and
would.
he Change of Heart, the monster that's right on top of my deck, right on top of my deck leader, which unlocks it from its stasis, and then he smacks me with my own Roaring Ocean Snake.
Damn.
Fuck
dude,
Pegasus.
That is brutal.
That is very brutal. Pegasus is the second / hardest fight in the Lancaster campaign.
Yeah, like you have like a fucking time constraint to kill this guy.
Not always. It really depends on how many tremendous fires he gets. But in the next episode, we'll either take down Pegasus in vengeance or we'll move on to fighting Weevil. Expensive milk, delicious cheese, and the sweet taste of victory. Fuck you, Pegasus.
Wonderful.